Good morning, friends. Tiana here with InspiredMommyBoss.com, and I'm here by the ocean in my hometown again, and I just love coming to you live from the ocean. I think it's so invigorating and gorgeous. So today I'm going to talk about the 3 things you need in order to really build and attract clients using online marketing. And you can these are the things I used and I set up. Now, I'm going to give a little prerequisite of this as well. Who am I really fast? I'm Tiana with InspiredMommyBoss.com, and I've been working with entrepreneurs, network marketers, celebrities, entertainment business folks for a long time, and with my company serving them for about 7 years now. So to explain how I did this part-time, now granted, I was able to build my systems myself because I got my master's degree and then I took courses. But what I'm going to share with you are the 3 things that people need to have in place in order to really attract and start to automate leads online in order to serve your clients in the part-time hours. So number 1 is you've got to have time and money to invest. If you're looking at something from such a shoestring budget that you only have $50, you've got to figure out a credit card, a credit payment, a business loan or something, because what you really need to do is get your branding in place. So number 1 is you've got to have an online brand across all platforms. An online brand across platforms means this: you need to have your logo in place, your mission statement, like your about page, you need to have a website, your social media all branded the same, from your Facebook header to your LinkedIn headers. If you're looking to really attract clients online in a high-end way where you're going to have people paying you $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 for packages to work with you, you've got to look that way because you're in competition with anyone that they go online. There's a way to hustle this without this, like in network marketing, if you want to be on the calls all day. I've never had time for that. So if you're wanting to automate this in part-time hours, you've got to start with a foundation. And again, those foundational pieces mean a brand that looks gorgeous across all platforms. And that's really where your initial money should go, as well as funnels. So the second part of that in the online branding is funnels. Now, what are funnels? Funnels is an automated, when I say it, I mean it in an automated way. It's an automated way to bring in leads online. If you go to my website, InspiredMommyBoss.com, you're going to see 2 free offers in the boxes. One is a free marketing checklist. The other one is a free Facebook boot camp to teach you how to set it up. You guys can go sign up for those. But what that's doing for me in my business is, by offering something of value for free, I'm getting people's information. So right now I have over I'm totally upfront with people about numbers. I've got 6,500 people on my email list. I've added 1,500 in the last 5 weeks because of Facebook ads. So how did I add 1,500 new leads in 5 weeks? I did that through Facebook ads. And the only possible way to bring in new clients is by having an automated funnel in place. If you go to my website, InspiredMommyBoss.com, and you click on my about page or any of my blog posts, you can get my funnel training for free. But again, you're giving me your name and email, and then I'm teaching you how to do this, which then leads people to the next step, which is an automated way of making money, of saying, hey, look, you like this free training, here's this other training for payment. You guys see what I'm saying? So you're building trust and brand equity, right? And brand equity takes time. So the first step of brand equity is number 1, where I just shared with you, online across all platforms, having a website, having your LinkedIn, your Facebook, everything's branded. It's the same colors, it's the same logo, everything's looking the same. And this goes for you if you're a musician, if you're a producer, if you are a network marketer. Just remember, whatever it is you're selling, you still need your own brand online, because when you go and post on social media, unless you have, unless you have something where people can know more about you and why they should buy from you, it's going to be a harder sell. So I'm talking to people who are truly serious about building a 6-figure income, not just $1,000 a month. You can definitely, really hustle $1,000 a month. But the truth is, when I used to hustle for my $1,000, $2,000 months, I was actually doing a lot more work than I do now at a 6-figure level, because my automation is in place. Does that make sense? So 1 is your brand online. 2 is making sure that through your brand online, you have funnels in place. This is essential. This is where I see most people messing up, because they're not having effective calls to action from their website, from their Facebook page, from the places where people find you. And the third part of what you need to have in place is a workspace with work hours. This is a special shout out to my mommy bosses, my fellow mommy bosses. I get a lot of questions. I run the Inspired Mommy Boss movement. I do have clients who are men. I have clients who are not moms. But the reason that I started this movement was that I really wanted to really train moms and women who have left it up to men to do the tech pieces, who say like, oh, I'll have my husband do that, or I'll have a man do it. And there's nothing wrong with that if you're on a team with your husband, but that's not the most people. It's an excuse or a story. Sometimes it's not an excuse, it's a real belief that you believe, but it's a false belief that you can't do this. The thing is though, it's gonna take education, it's gonna take some money investment, and it's gonna take strategy. Now you can build on it. Like you can start, like let's say you're $30. I'd say go buy my Freedom Planner series for $27, and you're gonna go get that, and that's gonna teach you to set up your office space, to set up your goals, and to start setting up some business hours and working, and why you do that and why you should do that. Then when you make a little bit more money, you could sign up with like one of my Money Magnet Lady Boss program, which is like 3 payments of $197, put it on a credit card, make $200, spend that $200, put that back into your business. People are spending your small amounts of money you're making from your business, you're spending it on things that don't matter. Like even honestly, even like a family vacation, like if you're going in the hole for a family vacation, wouldn't you rather invest that money into your business, and then in 6 months from now, 1 year from now, you're paying in cash for family vacations because you are making money in your business and you're better educated and you've got automated funnels and you have a brand in place. Like this is the reality of what it takes, you know. So the 3 things again are, number 1, you want to make sure that you've got a brand in place online and it looks awesome, because again, you're in competition with the world. So your level of branding needs to be up here, and that is the first step. Whether you're hiring me and my team, I only have a couple spots for the entire year, and I'm selling my last spots, and you can message me. Or you're hiring somebody on Upwork.com, or one of your people that it's not a friend job. This is a job that you need to hire a professional. This is the place that you need to go in, but you need to make sure they know how to do funnels, because if you set up an online brand without step 2 of funnels, you're going to be missing out. Because you've got to have the automated way to bring in the leads. And then step 3 is having a workspace where you sit your behind in a chair and you have your computer in front of you, you have your goals in front of you, you ignore the laundry, you ignore the dishes that need done for those designated hours. Okay, like I have designated hours for doing my housework. For the most part, I mainly do it like around the kids, because when my kids are home, you know, they're doing maybe schoolwork, or they're playing on a device, or they're doing something, and I get that done. But when my kids aren't there, those are my designated hours when they're at school to do my work, to make the calls. And I've literally had to cut out coffee shop dates with friends. Anything that's not an income producing activity is going to distract you from your legacy business. You know, wait until you're done with your income producing activities to go to you know, the coffee shop. The things though that I do make time for when my kids are at school also is working out, the gym. If my physical health is not in peak condition, I do not function properly. So making sure I get enough sleep, making sure that I get enough exercise, and all these things are in my Freedom Planner training, by the way. So let's go over these 3 things one more time. 1 is making sure, I'm telling you guys, these are the things to have in place, and then I will talk about, then there's fulfillment of your services, of course, and that's on you. But to bring in the leads, to bring in the sales, to really own yourself online is 1 is that online brand. Number 2 is making sure that your online brand has funnels. And number 3 is having set work hours and a really nice workspace that is organized and beautiful and clean. And that's actually first step when I go through my Money Magnet Lady Boss, when we did the beta group, and we're still working on expanding that, is I had everybody go and clean out their areas and post a before picture and post an after picture, and it was really exciting, and actually people really got into it. They own their space. When you work from home, especially as a mom, you've got to still have your space. I have a little she shed out back, even like where I just even go out there if I really need to focus on getting something done, because even though I have a little nook in the living room as well in my house, so I can work when the kids are home, when I need to do that, which isn't often, but I mean, it's at least a few times a week, so it's often. I'm around them, but when I am even home alone and nobody's in there, I still will go to my shed because there's no laundry, no dishes. It's super clean and organized. Their kids' stuff isn't anywhere. So have a space, if at all possible, separate room, a separate building, and if not, a nook, a cranny where you can block out things. I've even gotten, like from World Market, I have a thing I can put up and like kind of block things out for video. So these are the things that will change your life, will change your business. But the thing is that the more than any of that is having this mindset that there's no excuses. You're not blaming a partner, you're not blaming kids. Like, no, you're doing these things to help support them. This is not about that. This is staying positive. It's saying these are the things I need to have in place, and I've got to figure out a way to get them in place. Because if you do not have an automated way back to marketing to bring in new leads while you're busy living life, especially when you're a mom, if you're the one who's dropping kids off, picking kids up, doing laundry, doing housework, and whether you're single or married, that's a lot of work, and you're only going to have part-time hours, really, right? So if you want to build a business that pays you as much or more than getting a job with full-time hours, then you've got to have some other systems in place working for you. You've got to have systems in place working for you, so when you're not able to be working, at least you've got leads. So when it comes time to making calls and prospecting time, you can pick up the phone, you can text people, you already have their contact information to reach out to them. So if you're watching this and you don't have these systems in place, first of all, again, you can get some of my free training at inspiredmommyboss.com. That's inspiredmommyboss.com. This is my very down-to-earth, like, these are the things that are necessary. I'm very much into positivity. I'm very much into that, but like, unless you put systems in place and you hustle day to day during the times that you have set for you, you will never get there. You will be spinning in place forever. I've seen it time and time again. Now, if you're somebody watching this and you're like, you know what, I am working on these things, but for some reason I'm still not there, Tiana, I'd like to work with you. Send me a message. I have just a couple one-on-one spots left. I will look at what systems you have in place. If you don't have a system in place, me and my team will help you get this system in place. Or if you have systems in place, but you're not hitting the financial goals that you've set for yourself, message me. One of my specialties is monetization, is marketing your packages. Literally just this week, one of my clients, she's creating a brand new product that I helped her brainstorm and develop, and I think she's going to be launching it by Monday on Amazon. Like, my specialty is helping you figure out how can we use your gifts, your tools, and help you create products, whether it's digital products, online products, courses, services. How do we package your services, your coaching? My specialty is helping you make bank. That's what I do. And so if you're interested in making bank and hitting your goals this year, and stop messing around, stop playing small, message me. But either way, I hope that you enjoyed this message. I hope you get your systems in place. I hope this encouraged you that you can do this in part-time hours, but you do need systems. My name is Tiana with InspiredMommyBoss.com. Send me a message with any questions, or if you're interested in working with me one-on-one. Have a beautiful, blessed day.